Dear Rebecca, it takes a long time to grow an old friend, said the card you sent me once. And it takes a long time to have a recipe box filled with delicious and nutritious foods. So much of what I eat have been inspired to do better, as we talked about food and about raising our children. As I slice vegetables and add spice to dishes and cook food from my childhood, memories from your recipes, I'm taken by great joy and sometimes sadness. To open a jar of cumin or turmeric is like trying to pick at the pots before a meal and imagine how they would taste. I miss eating your food so much, but no more than I miss you. Dear Dawn, creme fraiche and bacon is a combination that takes me to your kitchen. Your hands stretching the dough, making several pies to feed the constant 10 people you have often in your house for dinner. The television is on, the cell phone rings, but we do not get distracted as the first hot plates come out of the oven and get devoured by all of us. Dear Sarah, I met you not so long after I got married and started to cook for my little family. Money was tight, and we would save by grocery shopping together and eat lunch around the big table in the newsroom. Dear Timia, I came across some paprika. I went to my recipe box and cooked your goulash. My kitchen filled with the smells of onions and the meat that cooked for hours in paprika. I can't believe we have babies that are only 1 month apart. I miss our weekly dinners. Dear Anya, I've been married for 14 years, and I have learned some Russian dishes, but somehow never made the Russian vinaigrette. Dimitri and I have eaten so many great salads, and today he said your recipe was just like home. Dear Bill, sitting across from your kitchen, decorated with black and white photographs, watching you whip the best warm chocolate cake ever while sharing laughs, has always been an inspiration of how I want to share food and time with friends. Dear Caroline, I've never had a Strata before. Until you open your navy blue food carrier, I think of you preparing in the evening while the boys run around getting ready for bed. The next morning, something warm and wonderful is on the table. Dear Anna, I'm glad we share the love of food and dancing. This is the second recipe from you that has mint, and in this salad, along with cinnamon and sweet cranberries, is an unexpected treat. Mom would do her baking on Fridays. What a nice way to start the weekend, with the sweet smell of cake. Of course, I had to watch out for my brother. He could eat half of the cake at one time. Dear Dawn, the chicken parma I ate in your house had so much love in it. All the dishes that I have tasted, it is almost like I can taste every single step of your cooking. I hope the one I made today had some of that. Dear hubby, do you still think that your potatoes are better than mine? Last time I think it came pretty close. The potatoes were golden and had nice salt to them. Yeah, I know. Yours is still better. Dear Lisa, I like this recipe because you made with what you had in your pantry. I can keep changing it and making it with what I have in my pantry. I love the Charlotte. I should have bought that special pen to make this recipe while I was in France. I miss our conversations about politics, food, and culture. Dear Liz, I don't think you even know that this dish, it's now part of my weekly cooking. Remember that you made this the first time I had lunch at your house? I was taking pictures of your artwork, and you were teaching me embroidery. Dear friends, I usually measure ingredients when I cook, and this is the one of the few things I cook that I do not. But after so many requests, here's the recipe for my salad dressing. Dear Gail and John, I had to try this recipe when your daughter said that it's so good she had to drink with a straw. I think of your family in Germany and how they prepare this soup and how it is part of my meal rotation, and we love it so much. Dear Geraldine, every time we would get together, either one of us had to travel. but I love our long lunches, followed by forest walks. I tried to make my tart look as pretty as yours did. Just open the dough, add some applesauce, and some apples, you said. So good. So good to taste the warm apples. Dear Yoya, when Dimitri asks me what we're having for dinner and I say we're having the Yoya special, he knows that I'm trying to duplicate a meal we had at your house. Fast and delicious. I got a pair of scissors for the kitchen. You would be proud. Dear Linda, I have a lot of memories of food, like when we did our chocolate story together, but the ones connected to my pregnancy are very strong. I've been trying to imitate the black crust on the roasted asparagus since I ate them at your house. Dear Lisa, you were one of the few people I knew that cooked every day like I was trying to while working long hours at the newspaper. I was always interested in your lunchbox and the smells and colors that came out of it. And when I tried this butternut squash, I became even more interested. Dear Liz, we have been eating some great food together in several different countries, but the times we actually cooked together are fewer. So when Lena was born and you prepared your guacamole, was truly celebratory time. Dear Mark, I love that I can experience one of your sauces even though I'm far away. I'm delighted to have tasted your cooking, and I hope we'll be able to do it soon. Dear Mary, when I make this yogurt bread, I think of how much fun I had going on food assignments, meeting people, and eating great food. I think of Rose's beautiful handwork. Dear Monica, I never met your mom, but I love her cookies. Thank you for the recipe. You got so much snow and we were so busy this season that we didn't get a chance to go see you, and we miss all that skiing. Dear Olga, I've been looking for many years for a cheesecake recipe until I found yours. I keep thinking about your cookbook, all marked up with notes when I was at your house. Dear Simone, Ivania, the salmon cooked with tomatoes over rice you prepare at your home was so good. It is amazing that the time passes and we're able to pick up where we left, like a conversation that continues every 2 or 3 years. Dear Miss Howard, a school advisor who became a lifetime friend, it was the last time when we spent the night at your house that I learned to make scrambled eggs. It was an aha moment for me. Dear Vieta, thank you so much for showing me your mother's technique of how to cook and fold cabbage to make the glopsy. It is with the same care that I see you taking care of your family and those around you. Dear Tanya, your treats are a gesture of love during morning coffee at the church. I feel privileged to have added one of your family's recipe to my box. Dear Wendy, I cannot express how much I miss you. I'm glad at least I have your writings, like this one. Hi again, Elle. These are my egg custard. Last week when I was down, I had such a huge craving for Granny's egg custard. And did you see my new wig? Last night I was trying them all, and there wasn't one wig I could really wear by itself. So I tried the bandanas on top of them, and voila! This is so far the only look that makes me feel like I really look normal instead of like a cancer patient.